Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, Irvin. Good evening, Orlando. How are you?
I'm fine.
Tired?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. At this time of the week, it's normal to feel tired. Tired. Yes. Thank you for being very punctual. Thank you for being very punctual. What time is it?
8:30.
8:30. Very good. And what time is your life skill training? What time is your life skill training? ¿Qué dijimos que significaba life skill? Let me put it in the chat. Life skill. I gave you examples yesterday. Swimming, driving. Those are examples of life skills.
Habilidad de vida.
Habilidad de...
De vida.
Ajá. ¿Qué es una habilidad de la vida? What's a life skill?
Ajá.
¿Por qué el nadar se considera una habilidad de la vida? Because it can save your life. Right?
Yeah.
Driving a car. That's a life skill. You said, oh, but I don't have a car. It doesn't matter. You need to know how to drive. You need to know how to drive. Or maybe you say, I don't have a swimming pool near my house. I don't have a river. I don't have a lake. It doesn't matter. You need to know how to swim. Do you swim, Jessica?
Yes.
Okay. Do you drive, Jessica?
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Moises? Do you swim?
Yes, teacher.
Do you drive?
Yes, I drive.
Okay, very good. So those are examples of life skills. Irvin, can you drive a car?
Yes, I do drive.
Okay.
But I don't have a car.
It doesn't matter. But you have the skill already. Do you swim, Irvin?
Yeah.
No?
I do swim.
Okay. So the same thing happens with English. You know, English is a life skill. It can change your life. It can save your life too. So keep that in mind. Okay, what time is it right now? What time is it right now, people?
8:23.
8:32, 8:33, 8:31, 8:34. Yes, so thank you for being very punctual. What's today's date?
Friday.
Friday. Last day of class. Vacation.
Yeah.
Yes. How do you spell Friday?
F-R-I-D-A-Y.
D-A-Y. Very good. What's the month?
July.
July. How do you spell July?
J-U-L-Y.
Excellent. Friday, July. And what's the date?
29.
29. What's the year?
2022.
2022. What is another form to say 2022?
2020.
Very good. 2022. Very good. Thank you. So it's July 29th, 2022. Do you remember the topics we covered yesterday? What topics did we cover yesterday?
About how much and how many.
Yes, the differences between how many and how much. When do we use how many?
How many is countable?
Good. How many countables? How many brothers do you have? How many books do you have? How many papers do you have to complete? How many cars are there in the parking lot? What is how much?
How much uncountable?
Uncountable. How much water do you drink? How much oil do you need? How much time do we have? How much do you love your husband, your wife, boyfriend, girlfriend? How much? Because how much is non-countable, but it's measurable. It's measurable. What's the meaning of measurable? Let me see this here. Measurable. Measurable. Medible.
Mhm.
Love cannot be counted, but it can be measured. Exactly. All right. So any questions about how many and how much?
No.
No?
No,
Okay.
teacher.
Okay. Are you happy that you will be on vacation?
Yeah.
Yeah. I am very happy. I am very happy that I'll be on vacation. Yes. All right. Questions or comments before we start? No? Is it hot in your house? Is it hot in your house?
Yes.
Right here, it's very hot too. They have predicted rain, and I hope it happens. I hope it happens. All right, so let's begin. Let me see this here. Share. Give me a second. Where's the book? I had the book over here. All right, let me look here. Right here. Give me a second. All right, so let's begin. Can you see the picture?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the woman doing? What's the woman in the picture doing?
Working.
Working in a
Computer.
computer. What kind of computer? Desktop or laptop?
Laptop.
Laptop. Why the name laptop? Si ahorita viene mi hija o mi hijo, yo le digo, sit on my lap. Sit on my lap. ¿Qué le estoy diciendo ahí? Sit on
Que
my
se
lap.
sienten piernas.
Uh-huh. So this part of your leg is called lap. It's called lap. Esta parte de la pierna donde usted sienta a su sobrino, a su hijo o hija, eso se llama lap. And that's the reason why people call them laptops. Si usted tiene una laptop, puede trabajar encima de sus piernas. Yes, you can.
Yes.
It's uncomfortable, but it's possible.
Yes.
Okay, so laptop. All right, good. So you don't say sit on my leg. You say sit on my lap. Sit on my lap. Mhm. All right, let's begin. What's the woman wearing? What is she wearing?
Very.
What is
Tape.
she wearing? Huh?
Tape.
I can't hear you.
Yellow,
Type.
blue.
What is she wearing? What is she
Yellow
wearing?
blue.
T-shirt.
A t-shirt or a jacket?
Jacket.
What color is it?
Yellow.
Yellow.
Yellow. Yellow. Remember, you say
Wearing
yellow,
a glass.
yesterday, you, yes. La Y en inglés suena como una I latina nuestra. Yesterday, you, yellow. What is she wearing? What's the name of this?
Glasses.
Glasses. Very good. Does she have short hair or long hair?
Long hair.
Long hair. Curly or straight? Curly or straight?
Straight.
Straight. Okay. How old is she? How old is she? Estimate.
20 years old.
Maybe 20.
Yeah, she looks very young. She looks very young. All right. So let's start with part one. Volunteer to read the first two questions, please.
How often do you check your email at work?
Mm-hmm.
How often
And-
do you attend meetings?
Okay, very good. How often do you check your email at work, people? How often? How frequent?
All day.
All day?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
never.
You never check email.
Never.
Okay. You, Moises, how often do you check your email at work?
All day, teacher.
All day. All right. Anybody else wants to answer that question?
No.
How often do you attend meetings?
Sometimes 2 or 3
Times?
times a week.
Good. Very good. What about the others? Do you have frequent meetings in your job?
I attend clients all day.
Excuse me?
I attend clients all day.
Okay. All right. Anybody else wants to answer that one? Jacqueline Moreno, how often do you attend meetings? Jacqueline. Johan Edenilson, how often do you attend meetings? Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. All right. So let's do this. Pay attention to the conversation. Let me know if you have any questions about rarely, ¿verdad? Creo que una frecuencia bien poca. Yes, Hugo. Yes, you can say rarely. Very good. Okay, so pay attention. How often do you check your email? Every 2 hours. And you? Well, I try to check it as often as I can. And how often do you call your clients? I often call them once a week on Monday, but I usually call them on Friday to check their order. Do you call clients? Yes. I always call them first thing in the morning. I believe it's important to have contact with them all the time. You're right. Questions or comments?
I don't remember once a week.
Una vez a la semana.
Una vez a la semana. Ajá,
Yeah.
okay.
Once is another form to say one time.
Ajá, okay.
How do you say 2 times? Okay, so once means 1 time. Twice means 2 times. 2 times. 2 times. So, pregúnteme cuántas veces hablé con mi supervisor. In English. ¿Cuántas veces habló con su supervisor, Francisco?
How often do you talk to your
Supervisor,
supervisor?
approximately twice a week. Approximately twice a week. Or the answer can be only once a week. Once, twice.
Okay.
Hay una canción que se llama así, ¿ya la han oído? You once, twice, three times a lady. I think it's Lionel Rich. I think, creo. Pero obviamente, I'm not a good singer, so por eso probablemente no la reconoce. I understand. Okay, questions or comments? Okay, I need one John and I need one N to model this conversation, please. John, and
I John.
okay, very good. Thank you, Hugo. And who is N?
Me,
Excellent, very good. Lights, camera, action. Go.
How often do you check your email?
every 2 hours. And you?
Well, I try to check it as often as I can. And how often do you tell your clients?
I often call them once a week on Monday, but I usually can them one Friday to check their order. Do you call clients?
Clients?
Clients.
Yes, yes, I always call them first thing in the morning. I believe it is important to have contact with them all the time.
Excellent, very good. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Hugo. Okay. How do you say letras negrillas or negritas? So like how often, usually, always. How do you say letras negritas or negrillas? I don't remember how to. You call them bold letters. Bold letters. Ahí está en el chat, mire. Bold letters. Now, what is the function when you use bold letters? What's the function?
Result important things.
Okay, to emphasize important things. Very good. Bold letters. How do you say mayúsculas in English?
Capital letter.
Capital letters. Very good. Ahí se lo vuelvo a poner. Capital letters. How do you say minúsculas? Lowercase.
Lower.
Lowercase. Exactly. So you have capital letters and you have lowercase. Okay. Questions or comments about this conversation? No?
No.
Yo sé que todos querían leer, pero Jessica y Hugo se adelantaron, así que los voy a poner a trabajar en parejas para que se quite esa ganas de leer. Give me a second. Breakout rooms, 20 people. That's a good number. It's a very good number. Create. Move this person here. So go ahead, practice your pronunciation, your fluency, your accuracy, and all those things. Let's go. You guys got 5 minutes exactly.
email?
Every 2 hours. And you?
Well, I try to check it as often as I can. And how often do you call?
How other do you check your email?
Every 2 hours, and you?
Well, I try to check it as other as it can.
Then on Friday to check the order, do you call client?
Yes, I always call them first thing in the morning. I believe it is important to have contact with them all the time.
You are right.
Okay.
All the time.
You are right.
Okay.
Creo que eso sería todo.
Yes.
Hello, hello.
Hi, teacher.
How are you, Yvonne?
Fine, teacher. Eric me está comentando que va en el bus.
Yeah, yeah,
Ajá.
okay. No problem.
Sí.
How was your day, Yvonne?
Excuse me, teacher?
How was your day? How was your day? Ahorita se lo
No.
pongo en el chat. Eh, Right there. Can you see it?
Yes. Okay.
Your day.
I'm fine, teacher. How do you say pesado, cansado?
Tiring.
Tired.
Yeah.
Very tired, teacher.
Or another expression, it's a long day.
Okay. A long day.
Okay.
Because I drive only todo el día,
All day.
all day.
You drove all day.
Yes.
Where? Where did you drive?
Other departamento, se dice lo mismo, ¿verdad?
No, you say
¿Cómo?
states.
Okay.
Department puede ocuparlo, pero cuando está dentro de una institución. Ya trabaja en el otro departamento. But El Salvador has 14 states.
Okay. Other states, Occident.
Oh, Santana, Huachapán.
Yes, Sonsonate.
All right. Where do you work, Yvonne?
I account.
I am an accountant.
Sí, an account.
Accountant.
Accountant.
Ajá.
No sé cómo se dice productos, teacher. Veo existencia de productos.
Okay. Product accountant.
Products.
Accountant. Product accountant. What company, Yvonne?
GS1, El Salvador se llama.
Okay. Very good. Nice.
Okay.
All right. So let's go back to the main session.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
All right. Let's wait a few more seconds. All right. When do you start your vacation, people? When do you start your vacation?
The next Monday.
Next Monday. Very good. Do you work tomorrow, Hugo?
Yes, I work. I will work tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Judith, when do you start your vacation, Judith?
3 day
Okay,
in a week.
okay,
Is
so, uh-huh,
Wednesday, Friday, on Saturday.
okay, all right, good, good. All right, welcome back, people. Any questions about the conversation you were reading? No?
Not sure.
Okay, so let's talk about adverbs of frequency. Often, usually, and always, they are called adverbs of frequency. They explain to you an approximate of how frequent you do things. Once again, adverbs of frequency, they give you an estimate on how frequent something happens. ¿Para qué sirven los adverbios de frecuencia? What's the function? Yes, people?
Estimate the time.
Very good. Very good. They give you an estimate of time on how frequent you do something. Todos le dan un estimado, una idea, excepto dos que son seguros. ¿Cuáles esos dos que son seguros?
Ever and never.
Always.
Never and
Always.
always. Exactly. Never and always. What is the percentage of never? 0. 0. What is the percentage of always? 100. So, esos únicos son los que le dan un porcentaje certero, exacto. Los demás, they're only estimates. Questions or comments?
Teacher,
Yes.
cuando uno pregunta how often, está preguntando la frecuencia de algo.
Exactly.
Pero cuando uno dice I often, ¿cuál es la
Yo
diferencia?
seguido. Yo seguido. How often es qué tan seguido usted va a la iglesia, qué tan seguido va al parque. Solo often significa seguido.
Okay, thank you.
Good. Anybody else? Any other questions or comments? Okay.
No.
All right, let's continue. How often does Anne check her mail? How often does Anne check her email?
2 hours.
2 hours or every 2 hours?
Every 2 hours.
Very good. And why is it important to check the email every day? What is your opinion? Why is it important to check the email every day?
It's important because John have contact with them all the time.
Okay, exactly. So we use emails to communicate with others. To communicate with others. Do you have a personal email or do you use an institutional email?
Institutional email.
Institutional email.
Institutional. Okay, very good. All right. Any questions on sections 2 and 3? No? All right. Okay, can you see the chart? Can you see the chart?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, what's the meaning of chart?
Cuadrado.
Cuadro. Cuadro. Yes, so this is a cuadro. How many columns do you see in this chart? How many columns?
3 columns.
3 columns. What is the first column?
Frequency.
Frequency. In other words, the percentage
Adverb.
of how frequent the action happens. What is in the second column?
Adverb.
Adverbs. Always, usually, normally, often, sometimes, occasionally, seldom, hardly ever, or rarely. They are synonyms. And never. What do you have in the last section?
Example.
Examples. Exactly. So you have the frequency, you have the adverb, and you have the example. Questions or comments? Between 5% and 80% and 90%, they are only estimates. Always and never, they're very concrete. They're very concrete. All right. Questions or comments? Thank
I
you.
don't remember seldom.
Seldom is like almost never. Almost never.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Any other questions or comments?
No, teacher.
No? Okay, so now it's time for you to do some real practice. Can somebody please read the instructions in part 4? Somebody, anybody. Complete.
A list of your activities to you in a regular week.
Okay. Then,
Write the activities next to the word that best describe how often do you those activities.
okay, very good. Thank you, Jessica. So you have to think about activities you always do during the week, you often do, you sometimes do, you hardly ever do, and activities that you never do. So my example, I always work at 10:20 a.m. I always work at 10:20 a.m. I often go to my children's school. I often go to my children's school. I sometimes wash dishes. I sometimes wash dishes. I hardly ever go to church. I hardly ever go to church. And I never exercise. And I never exercise. It's true. Okay, do you understand my examples?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I will give you 5 minutes for you to write one sentence that you always do during the week, another sentence that you often do during the week, sometimes, hardly ever, and never. Go ahead, 5 minutes.
Okay.
1 minute, 1 minute. All right, have you finished with the sentences? Have you
No,
finished?
teacher.
Not yet? Okay. I'll give you
2
2 more
minutes.
minutes. 2 more minutes.
Thank you.
All right, it's time to share your sentences. I'm going to assign you to working pairs. Recreate. Recreate. Some people have reported themselves not to feel too well. So let me see this here. All right, go ahead. Practice your sentences. Hello, hello.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Kenya?
I'm fine, teacher.
Good. What is it?
Hola,
One more time, please.
I'm fine.
Good.
And you?
I'm okay. Thank you. I'm okay. Yeah, almost finishing another week.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me see this here. All right. Let's go back to, let me visit another classroom.
Okay.
I never go running.
Okay. Teacher, I
Yes,
have a question.
yes, Judith.
Para decir yo nunca voy a correr, tengo que usar I never go to run o solo I never run.
I never go running. I
Ujú.
never go running. Pero cuando decimos correr como ejercicio, es mejor ocupar jogging. Ahorita se lo pongo. I never go jogging. Jogging.
Eso es correr también.
Ya, correr, pero como un hobby, como como ejercitarse.
Ejercicio.
Ya, jogging. I never go jogging.
Ok.
Running como algo profesional, o algo así.
No, el running es como cuando usted va corriendo después de su niño, que digamos se lo está corriendo en el parque y se le escapa y you go running after him. Toda carrera, pero que no sea por deporte, aunque hay gente que dice running como deporte también. Pero lo que sí le puedo asegurar es que jogging es cuando usted está corriendo por ejercicio.
Okay.
Yep. Any other questions or comments?
No. Only.
Okay, very good. Let's go back to the main session.
Okay.
All right, questions or comments, people? Any questions, any comments?
Yes. What is the difference in saying my job or my work? In my example, I say I sometimes, no, hardly ever go out to my job at 4 p.m. But where is the difference? I hardly ever go out to my work at 4 p.m.
Okay, now that's a very good question. Let me put this in the chat. Exactly, good question, Jessica. So job, it's only a noun. Job is only a noun. Work, it's noun and verb. So, job is only a noun. Empleo, that's it. That's it. Work is trabajo o trabajar. So you can say, I finished my job at 4 p.m. Or you can perfectly say, I finished my work at 4 p.m. They're okay. But if you want to say job, solo funciona como noun y significa solamente empleo. So that is job. Job, empleo, work, trabajo o trabajar.
Okay, thank
So,
you.
como noun, usted puede ocupar job, puede ocupar work. The two options are good. Pero como forma de verbo, only work.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Very good, you're welcome. Anybody else? Any other questions or comments? No? Okay, let me see this here. Ta-da-dum. Ta-da-dum. Okay, so this exercise is still connected with adverbs of frequency. But in this case, you have to create the questions. It says, add more questions on your own, then interview 3 different classmates. ¿Cuál va a ser la base para hacer estas preguntas? ¿Qué tan seguido usted tiene reuniones? ¿Qué tan seguido se reúne con su jefe? ¿Qué tan seguido tiene video conferences? ¿Qué tan seguido recibe usted órdenes de whatever? So, tiene que hacer preguntas relacionadas con qué tan seguido y cosas que estén relacionadas con su trabajo. Questions or comments? The exercise gives us the first example. How often do you have meetings? So you have to create 3 more questions. 3 more questions. Pueden ser en diferente tiempo gramatical. They can be simple present, simple past, present continuous. Pregúnteme qué tan seguido estoy revisando mi correo.
How often do you check your email?
How often do you check your email? Yes. So that is a question related with work. ¿Qué tan seguido trabaja los sábados? Hágame esa pregunta. How often?
Do you work on
Saturday.
Okay, very good. So cualquier pregunta relacionada que quepa en el ambiente laboral, go ahead and do it. I will give you 3 minutes so you can make 2 more questions. In 3 minutes, I put you to work in pairs so you practice your questions and answers. 2 minutes, go ahead. Do you have your questions ready?
No,
Not yet. How many more minutes do you need? 2 more minutes? 3 more minutes?
3, please.
How much time? Is 3 minutes okay?
Yes, it is okay.
Okay, go ahead. All right, so let me send you to work in pairs so you can ask these questions. Let me see this here. Nineteen. All right, let's do this.
Okay, because tomo café en el trabajo. How often do you coffee in Georgia?
All right. Any questions or comments, people?
No, no, teacher.
Okay, very good. So we go here. Okay, can somebody please read part 1? Part 1 where it says, let's start.
Ah, okay.
How often do you write memos?
Do you often give
Do you often give instruction to other coworker?
Okay. How often do you write memos? Do you often give instructions to other co-workers? Very good. Are you responsible for writing memos, people?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you write memos? Okay. Do you give instructions to other co-workers?
Yes.
Okay.
Always.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. What are the magic words when you're giving instructions to your co-workers? What are the magic words? Ajá. ¿Cuáles son las palabras mágicas cuando usted le pide algo a alguien?
Please.
Please.
Oh, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. When do you say excuse me? When do you apply excuse me? Okay, discúlpeme. Okay. Or what do you say when you pass between two people? Two people talking and you pass in the middle. What do you say?
Excuse me.
Excuse me. What if I'm walking and I push you by accident? I push you by accident. What is the magic word that I'm supposed to use?
Sorry.
I'm
Sorry.
Sorry.
Exactly. Sorry, excuse me, please, and thank you. Those are magic words. Those are magic words. Okay? So pay attention to the conversation. He says, please send this package. Yes, ma'am. Do you need anything else? Actually, yes. Please write a memo about the new date for the general meeting. Right away. Give me one of those memo stickers, please. Sure, here you go. Oh, and look, please supervise the new interns. Absolutely. Questions or comments?
Teacher,
Yes,
porque a
sir.
veces se escribe thank
Excuse
you
me?
y a veces, porque a veces se dice thank you y a veces only thanks.
Oh, thanks is more informal. Thanks is more informal. The two, they have the same function, is to say gracias, but thank you is more formal. So entre amigos, hey, thanks. Thanks for the ride. Thanks for the Pepsi. Thanks for the $2. Entre amigos es más común el thanks. Thank you is more formal. Any other questions or comments? Thank you. Questions or comments, people?
No, teacher.
All right.
Teacher, right away?
Right away.
Right away.
Right away. In this moment. In this moment.
It is the same right now.
Yep. Right now.
Okay.
So for example, you say, Francisco, can you go to the supermarket and buy a chicken? I'll say right away or right now.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Any other questions or comments?
The coworker, what is the meaning, teacher?
Okay. Imagine that I work for La Curazao. If Hugo works for La Curazao as well, Hugo and I, we are co-workers, compañeros de trabajo.
Mhm.
Is it clear?
And partner, teacher?
Partner is more general. Partner es un compañero, pero puede ser at church, in the university, at work. It can be a neighbor, puede ser un vecino. Coworker is more specific. A coworker is a person that works in the same institution as you. That's a coworker.
Okay, teacher, thanks.
Good. How do you say compañero de clase?
Partner.
Okay, you can say partner, but if you want to be more specific, classmate. Classmate. Yes. How do you say compañero de equipo? How do you say equipo in English?
Team.
Team.
Teammate.
Teammate.
Team.
Very good. Teammate. Teammate. Compañero de equipo. Classmate. Compañero de clase.
Clase.
Okay. Now, what's the meaning of the word ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am. It's the first time that Luke speaks. Says, please send this package. Yes, ma'am. Do you need anything else? What's ma'am?
Señora,
Yep.
jefe.
It's a very respectful way to say señora, pero de una manera muy respetuosa. Excuse me, ma'am. What is the equivalent word for man? So if ma'am is used for the ladies, what do we use for men? We say sir. 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 All right. Questions or comments, people?
No.
No, no, teacher.
No. All right. Give me a second. See this? No, that's not the one. Right here. Okay, can you see the screen? Can you see the worksheet?
Yes.
Okay, what's the name of the exercise? What's the name of the exercise?
Teacher, vemos, pero la pantalla como que la configuración de su equipo.
Oh, okay, thank you, thank you. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay, what's the name of the exercise?
Grammar worksheet.
Okay, grammar
Adverb.
worksheet. Adverbs of
Adverb
frequency.
frequency.
Okay, very good. So your mission, so you have always, almost always, usually, often, sometimes, seldom, rarely, hardly ever, and never. Any questions about those adverbs?
No, not yet.
Okay. So your mission is to incorporate those adverbs of frequency in each sentence. In each sentence. So the first example is done for you. My brother is never sad. ¿Qué dice ahí? My brother is never sad.
Mi hermano
Mi
nunca
hermano no ¿Lista?
Ok, mi hermano nunca está triste. En otras palabras, él siempre
Siempre está feliz.
está contento.
Mhm.
Number 2, dice, I was late for work only one time last year. ¿Qué dice ahí?
llego tarde al trabajo una vez en el año.
Ok, yo llegué tarde al trabajo una vez el año
Al año.
pasado. Entonces dice, I'm blank late. ¿Qué tan seguido está tarde si solamente una vez llegó tarde el año pasado?
Hardly ever.
Hardly ever.
Hardly ever.
Hardly ever.
Very good, very good. So, vamos a hacer este ejercicio. We're going to do this exercise here. Mhm. We got 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Open rooms. Give me a second. I'm going to send you this over here.
Ok, ajá, me parece.
No,
Ujú.
porque si ella falló only one test, entonces,
No es rara vez porque, ajá.
no, porque casi
Ese está un poquito más difícil de interpretar porque no trae ni always ni almost always, pero es almost always, ¿verdad?
Ujú. Sí,
Porque
sí, porque
dice que
solamente
una
una
vez
vez en 3 años. Ajá, en 3 años.
nosotros debemos interpretarlo.
Ajá, sí, sí.
También puede ser
En la 5 sería Rarely también. No.
Creo.
Sí o no.
Sao.
Yes.
No recuerdo Sao. Quiero ver.
Mm,
Sao.
a veces yo esa palabra no sé qué significa. Okay.
Sí, Sao es, va.
Sí, a doctor,
Ella vio.
a un
Está
doctor.
enfocada.
Ah, ok. Ella vio un doctor.
Rarely. De ahí, quiero ver, dice, I get out at 5 o'clock, 7 days a week. Dice, quiero ver, como
Ay,
yo me levanto
a las 5,
en punto, ajá.
los 7
Digamos,
días de la semana. ¿Va?
ajá, 7 days a
Ah,
week. Se
I
dice,
always, ¿verdad?
sí, sí, acabar all.
Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're waiting for Judith, Melvin, Hugo, Irving, George. Hello, Jacqueline. Ta-da-da-dam. Give me a second. Five, four, three, two, one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is it for today. Have a nice vacation. Be careful with the places that you visit. Always use a mask. Remember, COVID is around, so I want to see you back after vacation. So have a wonderful week. See you the 8th of August. Enjoy. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
teacher.
Bye,
Thank you.
teacher.
Thank you.
Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.